Can you spot the mistake? By next year, I will complete my degree is a wrong sentence. The correct sentence is, by next year, I will have completed my degree. If this sounds confusing to you, then don't worry. What if I told you, in the next 15 minutes, you will be able to understand all the tenses, the easy way? No more boring rules, complicated definitions and confusion. Let's learn tenses, the easy way. Time is of 3 types, present, past, and future. Each time has 4 styles. Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Let's understand each of them, one by one. Part 1. The first one is, simple present. Simple present tense is used for habits, routines and facts. First one is, habits. Habits means the actions that are repeated daily, with little conscious thought. Which means that your brain isn't fully aware of it, while you do them. For example, biting your nails, scrolling social media, brushing your teeth daily, all are examples of habits. Next one is, routines. Routines means, the actions that are planned, and are performed at the same time, daily. Exercising at 6 in the morning daily, is routine. Remember, routines can become habits over time, if they are practiced regularly. Last one is facts. Facts refers to something that is true, and can be checked, or verified. For example, the Earth revolves around the Sun. Another example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Now, let's learn the sentence structure of simple present tense. Subject, followed by the first form of verb, adding s or es, if the subject is singular, and then the object. Subject is the one who performs the action, and object is the one who receives the action. For example, Bran eats cornflakes. Here, Bran is the subject, who is performing the action of eating cornflakes. And cornflakes is the object, being eaten by him. Another example, Jasper washes clothes. Where, Jasper is the subject, who washes clothes. And clothes is the object, being washed by him. The rule of adding s and es do not apply to I and you. For example, I play in the park daily. You play in the park daily. Some other examples. She studies English. The sun rises in the east. The memory trick for learning this tense is, think of the things that you do regularly. Next one is, present continuous tense. This tense is used for something that's happening right now, or is trending in the current times. The first one is, the present moment. For example, Sam is exercising. It's a case of present continuous tense, as he is doing it in the present moment. Next one is, current trends. For example, people are becoming more health conscious nowadays. People are using AI skills to get their work done fast. Now, let's learn its sentence structure. Subject, followed by is, am, or are, first form of verb adding ing, and then the object. Example, I am watching YouTube. So, you are watching YouTube at the present moment, which is a case of present continuous tense. The trick to learn this tense is, if you can see something happening right now or trending, then use present continuous tense. Next is present perfect tense. This tense is used for something that started in the past, finished recently, and is connected to now. For example, Sherlyn started eating at 2 p.m. and has finished now. She has just finished her meal, which is a case of present perfect tense. Finishing the meal has 2 effects on the present. Her plate is empty now. She is done eating and can leave the table. Another example, I have lost my car keys. The results of which matters in the present. I don't have keys now. And, I can't drive my car. Let's learn its sentence structure. Subject, followed by has or have, the third form of verb and then the object. Remember, the exact timing when the action has been completed is not given in this tense. For example, Mary has cooked food. The timing when the food has been cooked is not given. It simply means that the food has been cooked recently. The memory trick to learn this tense is to ask yourself, does this past action still matter right now? If the answer is yes, then use present perfect. Just remember this, the work has been done in the past, but the results still matter in the present. Next is present perfect continuous tense. This tense is used for something that started in the past and is still continuing in the present. For example, they have been watching movie for 2 hours. Which means 2 hours have passed and they are still watching the movie. Another example, Henry has been flying kite since morning. It means he has been flying kite non-stop from morning. Let's learn its structure. Subject, followed by has been or have been, first form of verb adding ing, then since or for, and finally the object. For example, he has been playing piano for 2 hours. Use of since and for. For is used for the total duration, example, for 2 hours. Whereas since is used for mentioning the beginning time. For example, since 1956. The trick to learn this tense is an action that started before and is still going on. Part 2. Next one is simple past tense. This tense is used for an action that's completed in the past. For example, Andrew read a book last night. Which means that the action of reading the book was finished in the past. Daisy ate noodles in the afternoon. It means that the action of eating noodles was completed in the past. Let's learn its sentence structure. Its sentence structure is subject, followed by the second form of verb, and then the object. For example, I ate an apple. Other examples, I cooked rice last night. She went to the market yesterday. The trick to learn this tense is usage of second form of verb like ate, drank, slept, etc. And the past time phrases like yesterday, last month, last night, helps to identify it too. Next is past continuous tense. This tense is used when something was happening at a certain point of time in the past. Which means that an action was in progress at a specific time in the past when another action took place. Like, while you were studying yesterday, your friend came to your home. The first action that's in progress is in past continuous tense, whereas the second action that took place is in simple past. Let's learn its sentence structure. Subject, followed by was or were, first form of verb, adding ing, and then the object. For example, you were talking in the class. Some other examples, I was sleeping when you came home. She was ironing clothes when the guests arrived. The trick to learn this tense is an action is in progress in the past when another action took place. Like, she was cooking food when I reached her home. Next is past perfect tense. This tense is used when one past action is completed before another past action. For example, she had eaten lunch before he arrived. Here, she had already finished her meal before he arrived. So, in the first part, past perfect tense will be used, as the action had already been completed. He arrived later, so it is in simple past. Let's understand its structure. Subject, followed by had, third form of verb, and then the object. For example, I had left when he called. In this example, I had left first, so it will be in past perfect. The call came later, so it will be in simple past. The trick to learn this tense is, whenever you see two past events, ask yourself, which one happened first, event 1, or event 2? The earlier completed action comes in past perfect, and the later completed action comes in simple past. Next is past perfect continuous tense. This tense is used when something had been continuing in the past before another past event. For example, he had been studying for 3 hours before his friend arrived. Here, the action of studying had been continuing in the past for 3 hours. So, it's a case of past perfect continuous tense. His friend arrived later, so it is in simple past. Let's understand its sentence structure. Subject, followed by had been, first form of verb adding ing, and then the object. For example, I had been waiting since morning. The trick to learn this tense is, there's a long continuing action in the past before another past event took place. Now comes the third part. The first one is simple future. This tense is used when something will happen in the future. For example, Sam will drink milk in the evening. Paul will go to New York next Sunday. Let's understand its structure. Subject, followed by will or shall, the first form of verb, and then the object. For example, he will sing a song. Other examples. India will win the match, that's a prediction. And, I will go to the market soon, it's a plan. Will is used for future actions, plans, promises and predictions. And shall is used for making offers and suggestions. The memory trick to learn this tense is: this tense is all about making future plans and predictions. Next is future continuous tense. This tense is used when something will be happening in the future. For example, I will be studying tonight. It means, today's night I will be busy in my studies. Another example, she will be attending the party by 9 p.m. tomorrow. It means, around 9 p.m. she will be attending the party. Remember, time is given in this tense, when an action will be in progress in the future. Let's understand its sentence structure. Subject, followed by will be or shall be, first form of verb with ing, and then, the object. For example, he will be traveling tomorrow. The trick to learn this tense is: learn this tense by imagining future actions in progress. Next is future perfect tense. This tense is used when something will be completed before a future time. For example, she will have baked the cake by evening. It means the work of baking cake will have been finished before evening time. Next example, she will have given her exam by Tuesday. Which means that her exam will have taken place before Tuesday. Now, let's understand its structure. Subject, followed by will have or shall have, then, third form of verb and finally, the object. For example, she will have arrived the office before 9 a.m. It means, she will have reached the office before it's 9 in the clock. The trick to learn this tense is future work that will be finished before deadline. The last one is future perfect continuous tense. This tense is used when an action will continue for a duration before the future moment. For example, he will have been teaching English for a decade by next month. Means, he started teaching English long ago. And he continues to teach English. And by the end of the next month, he will have completed a decade teaching English. So, the action starts in the past and continues for a period of time in the future. Let's understand its sentence structure. Subject, followed by will have been or shall have been, first form of verb with ing, then since, or for, and finally, the object. For example, I shall have been studying for 5 hours by evening. Common time expressions used in this tense: since, for, by, before, when. For example, the farmers will have been working in the fields for 7 hours by sunset. So, the farmers started working in the fields earlier. They continue to work in the fields. And by sunset, they will have been working in the fields for 7 hours. The trick to learn this tense is a long action that continues till a future point. Here's the easy memory trick to learn all the tenses. Use simple tense when something happens. Continuous tense when something is happening. Perfect when something has happened. And perfect continuous when something has been happening for some time. Master one English lesson at a time with us, and become a fluent English speaker. Don't forget to subscribe us for more, and learn, practice and improve with our daily English lessons.